What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B High Radio Shout in. As always, I got my podcast partner in the building with me, OG Gangsta Wicked of Ghetto Mafia. What's happening?
We went over the intro last week. Capital G and lowercase G.
No, that's capping ass G and the realest G ever born. Okay.
Capital G, lowercase G.
It's capping ass G and real G.
What's up with that?
Hey, so you don't care. Okay, let's just cut straight to the chase. You know, we was trying to go over the intro, which we still failed to get right because I didn't want to call you a capping G. But you pissed me off, man, because, you know, first of all, you're supposed to be from Atlanta. Well, you're from Decatur, but then you want to be from Atlanta, so I don't know where the fuck you're from.
No, I'm from Decatur.
Okay, you're from Decatur, but...
East Side.
But no, you want to say you're from Atlanta. Which one is it, now? You Decatur, East Side, Atlanta, what are you from?
I am a OG in the state of Georgia. Matter of fact, I got my Georgia State on. Y'all said BM.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
BM. Matter of fact,
talk to me.
They told me to tell you something.
What?
They listen to the show.
Okay.
All the Georgia State, alumni.
Okay.
You know, the kids are loving us. They feeling us.
I'm loving it.
We kind of going viral through it. They said, man, we like Beehive.
On my own damn show.
But we can
on my own damn show.
They just said that they can tell that you didn't go to Georgia State. Now, what that means, I don't know. I mean, they said when they hear you talk, they can kind of tell that you didn't go to Georgia State.
I didn't go to a PWI. I went to a HBCU. Clark Atlanta University. What's happening? Shout out all my CAU folks. Find a way or make one. Also, before we get started, I got to shout out Nappy Roots.
Yes,
they came through with this good right here, man. You know, they got the Atlantucket Brewery, and they came through with this fresh beer.
Absolutely.
That I'm over here drinking. You know, I've been drinking this. I've been on my exotic pot from Lil Flip going crazy. I'm just having the time of my life with all of this good merch in here.
I drink whiskey.
You drink whiskey?
Yeah, I drink whiskey. I mean, I know that with you not being a OG, a capital G, that you need your wine. You know what I'm saying? Your rose petals. You remember coming to America? Don't you have to put the rose petals down for you? When you had your little wine, you drink with your pinky up, don't you?
No, I don't drink with my pinky up. I drink with my middle finger up. Just like, you know what, if YouTube would ban this, let me just put it so you can see it. That's how I drink with my middle finger pointed at you.
Well, I got my whiskey. You got your Nappy Roots beer. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot about us. Let's go.
Okay, let's get straight to it, Gangsta Wick. You made me angry again, man. You know, I thought you was from Atlanta, and then, we got word that Jermaine Dupri and Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs were getting prepared to do a Verzuz. And, I'm thinking to myself, I can't wait to see Jermaine Dupri give Diddy the business just to find out that you done sold us all out.
Well, first of all, Beehive, I told you straight off, I'm not here to do this show to kiss ass. I'm not here to make friends, to placate anybody's feelings. I'm here to call it like I see it. I'm a referee.
Okay.
I'm here to call it like I see it. And how I see it is this right here. Let me say this before I even let you know the Bad Boy is this is a no-brainer.
Stop.
I mean, even though if I'm from Atlanta, everybody knows Bad Boy was a better label. It was more successful.
Stop.
But let me say this. For the culture, this is gonna be probably, I say besides that Gucci and that Jeezy, because that was just, the whole history of those two. Yeah. But besides that, this is the verses that I'm looking forward to the most. Honorable mention, Cash Money and P. We're going to force them to do one next.
Yeah, we do need to see that.
Yeah, but I was saying this to you last night, Behind, that there is no other label. We can talk Death Row. We can talk Rap a Lot. We can talk, anything that you want. The new labels that are Street Execs, whatever you want, whatever you want to talk about. There is no label that has successfully had R&B and rap were successful in both areas. Either they were successful in rap or they were successful in R&B. You name me another label, I'll wait. Bad Boy and So So Def had superstars that were singers, superstar singing groups, superstar female singing groups, superstar rappers, superstar dancers, everything. This right here, this verses right here is the verses that I'm looking forward to the most. And I've been calling for this.
I'm looking forward to this verses as well, but Wick, you're still, kind of dancing around like you always like to do. Sometimes your little toenails are white because you're always tiptoeing around some stuff.
We yeek down here.
Yeah, no, you're yeeking and tiptoeing around, okay? You told me on the telephone that Diddy was going to beat the hell out of JD.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. See,
that's a lie.
No. For every...
Is Diddy in the Songwriters Hall of Fame?
I'm sure he is.
No, he's not. JD is.
See, I was trying to agree with you. I was trying to. We were going to be cool. We were going to be nice.
I just want you to know.
Okay, so since you want to throw that, since you want to say that,
yeah. We talking about the greatest songwriter of all time.
Does So Def, does Jermaine Dupri got anybody on this label that went diamond?
Ursha.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Ursha. There's in the rankings of R&B. Male R&B, you got Michael Jackson, then it's Ursha.
No.
It's Michael Jackson, and then it's Ursha.
Michael Jackson, then Chris Brown.
No,
then
please.
Ursha. Chris Brown official.
No,
follow him on Instagram. He had Rihanna. That's who I'm riding with.
Chris Brown, you just because you scared of Chris Brown. You scared Chris Brown gonna come up there and whoop your ass. Okay, that's all that is.
But
it's Ursha, then it's Chris Brown.
You hit me with that right there, but like I said, we have one guy. And you might have heard of him before.
Yeah.
His name was Biggie.
Criss Cross.
No. His name was Biggie.
Youngbloods.
His name was, don't get me started. His name was Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, I know about Biggie Smalls.
His catalog
was 2 albums.
Takes up half of your
whole. It was 2 albums.
It takes up half of So Def roster.
He didn't put up enough music.
By himself. Okay, this is what I was trying to tell you. Okay, you want to say Usher, and I'll give you that. Which Usher was straight R&B. But Biggie, unless you got a guy named Tupac Shakur on So Def, I'm taking up half of your catalog.
Biggie didn't even make enough music to compete.
Biggie takes up half your catalog.
After you play Biggie, give me one more chance. You ain't got nothing else to play.
Stop it, Beehive. Stop it. You're not gonna sit up in here and disrespect Biggie Smalls like that when you don't have Tupac on your roster. You're not gonna disrespect Biggie Smalls.
I don't need Tupac. I got Jay-Z. Money ain't a thing.
I got Craig Mack. We could go Craig Mack. We could go The Lox. We're talking about, hold up. You got Jagged Edge, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I got Jagged Edge.
I got 112. You know what? You got Escape.
That's right.
Escape was our, I love Escape.
Yeah, you better love Escape.
I love all of them. Candy.
You're damn right.
But what about Total? So you be forgetting.
Total ain't got shit on Escape.
They were all right.
Yeah, Escape is one of the greatest R&B singing groups of all damn time.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Exactly. You better well go to bed talking about Total. They got Total. Even though Kissing You is one of my favorite songs ever, I love Total, but Escape got about 50 Kissing Yous in their goddamn repertoire.
Okay, I have Black Rob. I have The Lox. I have Jada Kiss. That's just 3. Give me some. What you got? You running out.
There's a group called Criss Cross. Wick, there's video that I have that I've been waiting out to put on Wick where he's going like this here.
Stop it.
He's doing just like this here because he was like, I want to jump. There's video that I have of Wick running fast as hell down Counter Road. Why? Because he missed the bus.
I have a guy.
Missed the bus. Ow!
I didn't even hear that.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't listen to that.
So you weren't Young, Rich, or Dangerous?
No, what I was listening to was a guy named Shine, and see, this is what's so good about Bad Boy.
You were listening to the fake Biggie.
You gonna say stop? You're not.
Yeah, you were listening to the backup Biggie.
I'm telling you right now. No,
you were listening to the backup Biggie.
His own lane. He might have sounded like Biggie a little bit.
Shine had one damn song.
No, he did not.
One song.
You not go.
One song. One damn song.
And then look. My CEO. My CEO had J-Lo. I'm talking about the baddest woman in the game. Everybody wanted J-Lo. My CEO
First of all,
he walked up on her. He was like, "What's happening?"
First of all, J-Lo cannot compare to Janet. Now, I might give you Kim Porter. If you say he had Kim
Janet
Porter.
was 65 years old when Jermaine got. I told Jermaine didn't even kiss that lady.
Wait a minute. First of all, let me tell you something about Janet. First of all, don't you ever fix your face to say anything negative about Janet Jackson, and she's the baddest black woman ever born.
She was.
Miss Jackson.
She was.
You know what?
She was.
Janet Jackson was so damn fine, Jermaine was going to change his last name to Jackson. It was going to be Jermaine Jackson by the end of the goddamn shit.
By the time Jermaine got her, she was already in our review. She was in our
Shady Granny strikes again. No, you ain't gonna do that.
Have you seen J-Lo lately? J-Lo still. You remember that song Still, Snoop Dogg and Dre?
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Guess what? If I stab a nigga in the club, who I want in the club with me? If I had to stab me a nigga right quick, do I want J-Lo or Janet?
Do you remember
I need to ride or die.
Do you remember that song Still?
No, I don't know the song Still.
It was by Dr. Dre and Snoop. I'm Still.
Yeah, I know that.
J-Lo is Still.
Oh, please. You like Curtis Snow. Just Still. Just Still.
Was a steal.
Ooh. First of all, you know what? This is blasphemous what you're talking about.
Bruh, let me tell you something. I agree that, when we get, back on subject, I agree that So Def is legendary to Atlanta. I grew up here in Atlanta. But I cannot sit up here in good consciousness and hate on all my up north partners. Because when I talk to a few of my partners that live here in Atlanta from up north, and then I got some that live up north right now, but they from Atlanta. Overwhelmingly, people said, you know what, even though I'm an ATLian, I got to ride with Bad Boy. Bad Boy was the 1A, So Def was the 1B. You know Young Blood's some my guys. You know that Young Blood's some my guys. If you don't give a damn, I love them. I love them. But come on now. Come on now.
See, that's the thing about it. You got to realize that Jermaine Dupri gave you Lil Jon. Okay?
Lil Jon started over there. Lil Jon was DJing for him. He was hating on Lil Jon, and Lil Jon went out by himself and did his thing. So I'm not gonna let you sit here and say that Jermaine is responsible for Lil Jon's career, if that's what you're trying to say.
First of all, the word hater and Jermaine Dupri don't even go in the same sentence. Okay, sir? Now, if you want to talk about motivators, okay, somebody that helped the youth, we're talking about Jermaine Dupri. He took two little black nappy-headed boys from Greenbrier Mall and made the world jump and went on tour with Michael Jackson. But then he turned back around and made the greatest child pop star prodigy of all time by the name of Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow.
Bounce with me, bounce with me, bounce with me, bounce with me.
Lil Bow Wow.
What you not gonna do and talk about Bow Wow?
See that? See that?
Bow Wow.
Wait a minute, hold
up. I didn't even get to say that about you. You must have read it on my face.
No, come on, E. Come on in here.
We're in a conversation talking about, hold on, EJ. We're in a conversation talking about boys in the hood. We had them boys in the hood sell anything.
We talking about the greatest child star of all damn time.
All time.
He was not the greatest all time. First of all, that honor goes to Michael Jackson. Don't you ever say that again.
Once again, when we talking about JD, Michael Jackson, Lil Bow Wow, child star. Michael Jackson, Usher.
You turned the day.
EJ, get in here.
When I grew up, my generation wanted to be like Bow Wow. I wore my Mickey Mouse chain and my Allen Iverson jersey to the back because I wanted to be like Bow Wow.
Man, if you don't get this,
Mr. 106 and Paul.
These pom-poms, man. How do you get it to y'all both dressed in red? You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're in Crips and Bloods or something up in here. He come chiming in talking about.
Well, no, I just appreciate EJ coming in here like Baby Suge on you.
Man,
okay?
Look, let me tell y'all something. That's hard to argue. You pull out a couple of things on
the greatest child star of all time, Lil Bow Wow.
The greatest child
the greatest hip hop child star. The greatest hip hop child star is. Give it to him.
Real OGs was not listening and bumping Bow Wow. I don't care. Nobody cares.
EJ is a young OG. He's a young OG.
He's a lowercase G, just like you.
No, he ain't not a lowercase G.
Yes, he is. He's a He's the cursive kind.
But we talking about Diddy. Diddy didn't have a Bow Wow.
Diddy didn't need a goddamn Bow Wow. Diddy had Biggie Small. That's what mattered.
First of all, it wasn't spelled Biggie SCHMALL. It was spelled Smalls. It wasn't Schmalls. Okay?
You know, for Decatur, Schmalls. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, since you want to give me Bow Wow.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
We had
where
Mace.
we ride on them things like every day.
What about Mace? Before Mace was one of the only guys to successfully was a successful rapper and converted to preaching the name of the Lord.
Well, Harlem World, JD produced that for Mace. Sir, how do you like that? How do you like those albums, sir?
They both produce stuff for each other. And you know what?
Money Ain't a Thing with Jay-Z. One of Jay-Z's biggest songs.
I didn't like that record. I didn't like it. It was all right. If Jay-Z verse wasn't on there, I would. You could have rapped on there with Jay-Z and it would been fine.
First of all, let me just go ahead and just keep it real. I'm about to bring it all the way home.
You and Jay-Z, and it probably would have sold more copies.
Suge Knight said at a Source Awards that if you don't want your producer all in the video.
No, you know what? We're going to cut that right here.
Well, I'm about to bring it home. No, because you don't even know where I'm going with that. I'm about to bring it home.
trying to go with it. We're going to cut that right now.
He was talking about both them niggas.
Oh,
he was talking about Diddy and JD.
Okay.
But what I will say, the best dancer out of both of them that I'd rather have in all my videos
was Diddy.
Oh, you must not have seen JD with Houdini. Oh, I'm talking about that JD. I'm talking about the Jerry Curl JD that would bring that shit home and he was number 3 years old.
Come on now, everybody know. Now, I'm glad you see, the one thing about you is you talk so much that you'll trip yourself up. All I got to do is sit back and let you talk. When you talk about Usher, Michael Jackson, and then Usher, he right there like that.
Facts.
No. We forgot about Diddy dance skills. Who got, the Harlem Shake came from who?
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri don't even know how to Harlem Shake. Jermaine Dupri can barely stand up, let alone dance.
What you're not gonna do is hate on Jermaine Dupri around me. What you're not gonna do is hate on Jermaine Dupri around me.
Y'all done brought up Bow Wow.
That's right.
Jermaine Dupri.
That's right.
Chris Cross.
That's right.
Against Biggie, Craig Mack, Shine, Boys in the Hood, Mace, P. Diddy.
Attention!
What was that?
Bone Crusher. The biggest song of all hip-hop history. Never Scared. The biggest song of all damn time.
I'm dropping new flavor in you. Did you see how big Craig mouth was back then?
I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. Attention!
Craig Mack was the original New York Get it crunk artist. He was the original. I'm dropping new flavor in you. You ain't even understand the flavor he was dropping in your ear.
Bone Crusher dropped an album that helped spearhead a movement.
Did you understand the flavor that was dropping in your ear?
I didn't want no flavor coming out of his crazy face, okay? He could have kept that flavor and put it back in his damn pocket. And that song didn't go crazy until LL got on it and said, his shit! Delicious. That's when the song went crazy. The GOAT himself, LL, had to bless that song
It was already platinum.
No, it was when LL got on and said, his shit! Nigga wiped his nose on the track.
We had Jada Kiss. Jada Kiss came from a group called The Lox. Do you remember them? Tell me one artist that Jermaine Dupri that Jermaine Dupri signed that had lyrics like Jada Kiss. Listen to the nigga name. Jada Kiss. You had Bow Wow.
First of all,
had Chris Cross and you had Jermaine.
Well, now I'm about to bring it all the way home again.
Okay.
He didn't have to sign a nigga that had lyrics because JD had them all. This nigga's in the Songwriting Hall of Fame. He was writing all the Functified, Word Up, hey.
Who the greatest rapper that ever lived? Who was he beefing with? Who did he fear more than any label?
Jermaine Dupri.
No, who did Tupac Shakur? Who did he fear more than any label? Who did he know was next in line?
JD, which stood for Just Dangerous.
He wouldn't think
JD
about,
stood for Just Dangerous.
Nothing about, though. He didn't fear them. He knew that Bad Boy was finna take over. He knew it. He was up there with them recording records. He knew what it was. He knew that he had to go get with a powerful label. He could have signed with So Def. But you know what? He said, you know what? I got to get with somebody as powerful as Bad Boy. Let me go over here to Death Row. Because you know what? So Def got kids over there and it's not a real OG label like what I was used to.
We belong together. Mariah Carey. We left that out.
Mariah Carey was not signed.
Mariah Carey career had went to shit, and then she got over there with JD. Number one. Shake it off, shake it off. Even though every damn song ended the same with the same high note at the end of every goddamn song, JD wrote that motherfucker.
Bad Boy, and Fat Joe and Busta Rhymes. Collectively, we all started hip hop. So I don't care about what you said about So.
Okay, so you and Fat Joe started hip hop.
Fat Joe told you the Latino started, and I'm riding with it.
Okay, well, we about to come back to that because before we go there, I just got to hit you with a few more songs from JD. JD just had a number one, that went crazy just last year with Ari Lennox, that Pressure song. Love All Over Me with Monica. I mean, he hit you off with that. Jermaine Dupri has managed to stay relevant for fucking 40 years straight.
You know what?
Relevant. I ain't talking about Puffy, just kind of tiptoeing in and out of the game.
Puffy was so big.
Puffy
was so big. You heard his story. Started off with Uptown as an intern. You heard his story. Jermaine
JD
Dupri
started pop locking for Houdini. He started off pop locking in this motherfucker, man.
Was blessed in the game.
No, he wasn't.
Family
he was pop locking for Houdini, nigga.
No.
It's a video. It's a video showing him pop locking.
He probably was because he was lame. But his father.
Oh, nigga, you was lame. Don't you ever say that about JD like that.
But Puffy had to get it out the mud. Puffy had to get it out the mud.
Pop locking, but Houdini ain't getting it out the damn mud.
He did that because he wanted to, because like I said,
started the label, the first in Atlanta to bring it down to the South. When you was sitting back talking, hey man, I like a hip hop, a hippie, the hip hop, a double, the dope. JD was over there making hits. He was making hits. When you was over there saying, one day I want to be a rap star and rap about some gangster shit. JD was over there going platinum.
He wasn't going platinum. He had Silk Times leather. They didn't do shit.
Chris Cross.
Chris Cross was his first, and it wasn't really him. There was Aristar or Columbia. It wasn't really him. They was all right.
There's something in that drink. I think it's something in that drink. There must be something in that drink.
I'm not gonna hate on Chris Cross. I'm not gonna hate on Usher. These are my friends.
You can't hate on them.
I have to see all them when I'm out. I'm not gonna, but.
And don't get it messed up. I love Diddy.
There is not a person in the world who thinks that So Def was a more successful label than Bad Boy. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying?
That's because JD's stuff was too spread out.
If it wasn't for So Def, we wouldn't have a Jeezy, arguably. You understand what I'm saying? Them boys in the hood sell anything for profit. Jody Breeze, one of our favorites that come on the show.
Friend of the show, man.
Exactly.
You know what, we should have had Jody in here to argue with his ass about it too, so we could cuss his ass out.
He would have told you that Bad Boy.
JD was the truth. He would have said, you know what, I've been on Bad Boy all these years, but JD is that guy.
You know what? I stick by what I say. I'll let them decide in the comments. I say that you yelled a little bit more than me today. You've been drinking on your Nappy Roots beer.
Oh, my Nappy Roots juice.
I still stand firm in my belief that Bad Boy was the best overall R&B and rap label of all time. All time. Now, Motown was the best R&B of all time. To me, Death Row was the best rap of all time because I grew up in that era. We can either say Cash Money or we can either say No Limit. But to me, I prefer Death Row. I even prefer Rap a Lot next after that. But I will say that Bad Boy is the best R&B and rap combined label to ever do it. I said it, and I don't care what you say. Jermaine gets an honorable mention. Job well done, Jermaine. Job well done. But you ain't Diddy. Oh. Diddy just had the swag.
First of all, you ain't here Diddy bopping. That's number one. I need you to stop with your little Diddy bop, okay? No, but look at him. Look at him go, y'all. Look at him go. You'll never have the juice that Diddy had. That's number one. Number 2, when it comes to music, Usher, worldwide celebrity.
Okay, we went over Usher for you gonna keep throwing Usher.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey was not with some trying to persuade people by tricking them into thinking Mariah was with So Def.
No, I'm talking about the songs that she wrote. No, he wrote whole albums for her.
We said who was on the label. In that case, Puffy don't work with everybody. Puffy don't work with, it's not an artist out. He don't do songs with Mariah.
But was he in the Songwriters Hall of Fame?
I don't have it right here in front of me,
If you in the Hall of Fame for being a songwriter, that means you done gave so many folks the sauce.
I don't have.
That they had to say that you the greatest of all damn time.
I don't have everything that Puffy has done right here in front of me. See, you have your computer. See, people, y'all, this is what y'all need to understand. He has his computer, so he don't know like this, y'all.
I ain't on this computer. I ain't even looking at it.
Me, I'm in here buttoning. I'm going right off of all this right here. It's called the knowledge.
Yo, it's called a dome. It's called a big black dome.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't quite remember all Puffy accolades right now. But you know what? I'm gonna let the people. They gonna remind me. I want them to get in the comments and since you're talking about what Jermaine did, y'all tell this guy what Puffy has done, some of his accolades. But what I will say is Bad Boy and So Def is gonna give the culture something that we need. I feel like that both labels. We just debating for the argument,
for the sake of raising argument.
But
both of them got 20 songs that's gonna be crazy as fuck.
I believe.
I don't even know how they're gonna break it down to 20 songs. Either one of them.
I believe they can go 40, and we'll still. That's something need to start early in the day. I don't even want to start at no 9 and go to no 12. I'm talking. We need to start that at 5. Because think about all the artists. Beehive, do you realize that when these two labels do this Verzuz, that's pretty much the whole entire industry? If you didn't start from one of these labels, you had songs that you did, or some of your songs were produced by these producers from this label. Their arm reaches their arm reaches across the world. Their reach. You understand what I'm saying? They got octopus arms.
This is one of those verses that I'm damn sure going to be tuned into, sir.
Absolutely. And like I said, besides after this right here, where do we go? I mean,
Cash Money, No Limit.
That's it.
That's what we need.
It's nothing else that can go. It's nothing else that can go after this.
Well, no, you got to bring the Dungeon Family and you got to bring Death Row out. You got those two, they got to go meet somebody. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg got to come out to play.
Nobody
and the Goody and Outkast got to come out to play.
Nobody can beat. We already went through that. Dr. Dre and Snoop
Outkast and Goody Mob.
We're not gonna get into this again.
They went diamond. Who over there Death Row sold 10 million records on one album?
Tupac.
That was 15 years after he died. I'm talking about in the middle of this, in a year after the album came out.
Dogfather, when Snoop first came out with that dog, it was close.
You talking about Doggy Style? Dogfather flop.
Doggy Style. What was the one who's on the dog?
Yeah, the cartoon. Now that was one of the greatest albums of all damn time.
That came out and shipped 5 million.
Well, you're never gonna do what Outkast and Goody Mob did. You know what? Also, when it comes to let me tell you something about because I'm about to tell you something about Goody Mob. Let me tell you. I'm gonna just let you know something. Because see, this is an argument for a later date, but I'm gonna just let the fans just know that we about to come with this. The most impactful hip hop album of all time.
It's The Chronic.
Was Goody Mob Soul Food?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And I love a Goody Mob.
Obviously you don't. Obviously you don't.
No.
Obviously you don't.
No, The Chronic. The Chronic.
Soul Food.
No.
Soul Food.
Soul Food had a place in our heart.
No, it saved my life, Wicked. We wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for Soul Food. And guess what? I was raised on The Chronic too. See, that's another thing too. You know, everybody want to say, "B.I., you so old, you so old." Well, that was because when I was a kid, I was listening to The Chronic. Well, y'all motherfuckers were listening to Kids Bop. Okay, y'all niggas over there looking at the Kids Bop all the time. I'm over here listening to some gangster shit, and y'all know what it is, the Kids Bop.
You already
weak ass boys.
You already.
I was thinking weak ass niggas.
You was listening to Criss Cross.
No, I was listening to Kids. I was listening to Chronic. I was listening to Goody Mob Soul Food.
When you used to leave your tap dance recitals, I know what you was putting. I know what you was putting.
I ain't never tap dance. I ain't never tap dance. I ain't never tap dance.
We was on the block listening to The Chronic. You were leaving your tap dance. What that show was out at the time? Fame?
No, and see, you love The Chronic so much. But when Dre said, when I was out here strapped with gas, You was cuddling your Cabbage
He was
Patch.
talking about you.
No, I seen the picture.
He
Wick.
was.
I seen the picture. I'm gonna put it right here in the middle of the screen. Gonna be Wick cuddling his Cabbage Patch. So cute. Look at me. I'm a cute little Wicket with the Cabbage Patch Kid.
You know, had your man come behind the camera. We're dressed in y'all red together, talking about
Baby
Bow
sure
Wow.
DJ the DJ.
Bow Wow. When I had my Pete Mickey Mouse shirt, and you got to sit here and tell me about
Now, I almost did punch JJ in the head. We talking about Mickey Mouse right now. Wait a minute, niggas. You ain't gonna be coming on here and talk about no goddamn Mickey Mouse. Talk about some drugs, fool. Talk about some drugs.
Man, I ran to your defense talking about this Mickey Mouse shirt and hat, and you on here talking about you a straight up gangster.
Nigga, I was listening.